world watched in horror as men, women, and children were massacred in Syria in the worst chemical weapons attack of the 21st century.
So right now we have a bit of a standoff. We have a president in the United States who's asking for military strikes, and we have the Pope who's saying that's not the way to go. The interesting thing is that they are both in agreement. The president and the Pope agree about the aims. They agree that we need to protect the most vulnerable, that we need to protect civilians, and that we need to build a stable peace in Syria. So they agree about the aims. They disagree about what means will best achieve those aims of protecting the innocent, and particularly also in making sure there are no more chemical weapons strikes.
It's the belief of the Church at the universal level, the bishops of the region, as well as the bishops in the United States, is that a use of violence, and a U.S. attack especially, will simply exacerbate the situation. It will not deter future violence. It will potentially widen the war and contribute more to the sectarian tensions that are tearing Syria apart and are spilling over into the region.
This is not Iraq, and this is not Afghanistan. This is a limited, proportional step that will send a clear message not only to the Assad regime, but also to other countries that may be interested in testing some of these international norms, that there are consequences.
And the Pope and the Church argue that violence brings more violence, war brings more war, and that there is no way out of this box without a political settlement. So rather than doing military strikes first and then trying to get a political settlement, go straight for the main act, is what basically the Pope is saying. We have to agree to sit down, we have to get a political settlement, and we have to protect the most vulnerable civilians first.
What can Catholics do to help the situation? What can the Church do? We all need to be praying. We all need to be making sacrifices for peace. Second, we can write our members of Congress. We can call our members of Congress and urge them to vote no on a resolution to use military force, and instead urge them to get the United States to take real leadership with others in the international community, getting Russia to the table and others, in order to get a negotiated settlement.